Good morning to everyone one more time from this place. This is our 6th Bosnia Agile day and we are very proud of it. I want to thank you, all of you, for coming here today. It's a pleasure for us to have you all here. I will not have a long speech right now, just a couple of housekeeping rules. First, I need to apologize for that Matthew Phillips was not able to come. Today he had an issues and so his lecture or his workshop we are not able to have, so apologize in advance for that. We tried to go paperless, so we don't have printed agenda. You have it in the app. You can download the Bosnia Agile Day application or open it in mobile browser. You can find agenda there. We will display the agenda in the front of this room, so you can check there if you have issues with your mobile phones or anything else. So you can do it there. What I want also to let you know that at the end of the conference, thanks to our sponsor, we have a couple of giveaways that we give to the people who attended the conference, obviously who will be there at the end and who used the application or the mobile site to rate the lectures. So we scanned your ID card, so practically you will have a chance to rate every lecture you attended to, and from that pool we will be pulling the winners who will get the prizes for our sponsors. I want also to let you know that during the lunch that we'll have a game organized by our sponsor Zira at the atrium. So I suggest that you all should go there before the lunch to participate in their game. Last but not least, of course, and thanks to all of our sponsors, this is how we managed to organize this. So I need to thank them, to each and every one of them separately. So I want to thank obviously Authority Partners for our platinum sponsor and for helping to organize this conference. Then we have a number of gold sponsors this year. So Boris Blogger, Ministry of Programming, Soft House, Takta, and Zira. Silver sponsor, Infobip, Symphony. Bronze sponsors, Claire and Agile Alliance, and a number of community partners and media partners. I really want to thank you all of them, because without them we wouldn't be able to organize this event. And now I would like to invite Mustafa Toroman from Authority Partners, our platinum sponsor, actually to address the audience. Mustafa, the floor is yours.
Good morning, everyone. I feel kind of strange in this, like some kind of politician. Okay, I don't know what you did wrong, but as punishment you have to listen to me for a few minutes. I'm still kind of getting used to this whole keynote stuff all of a sudden happening to me. So let's start with saying that Authority Partners was established in 1998. Sarajevo office was opened as a development center in 2005. Currently, we are over 300 consultants all over the world, on 4 different continents, across 16 different time zones, and so on and so on. So I could throw statistics at you whole day. We are a big company that keeps a lot of KPIs, and we have a lot of numbers I could share. But I don't want to be that guy that will talk about some numbers that everyone will forget about as soon as we leave this room. So instead, I would like to share my personal story in Authority Partners, how it all started and where I am today. So, approximately 3 years ago, I was at the time Microsoft MVP for Azure for 2 years in a row, and I was a cloud expert, recognized by Microsoft as one of the 100 people at the time that were renewed world experts in cloud, and I was living and working in Bosnia. That's not like ideal market for the cloud at all. And I was kind of a crossroad. I was thinking about what I'm going to do, and I needed to up my game and get more experience with the cloud. And Authority Partners came to the game. We started some discussions, and I was promised certain things. If I joined, I would actually work on enterprise scale projects. I would work with a lot of more cloud. One of the ultimatums that I had was also that I want to my work not interfere with my community activities, because I was really active in the IT community as a speaker, visiting a lot of conferences, etc. And we kind of agreed on everything, and I decided to join. That was 3 years ago. So let's start with the enterprise scale projects. I was like, before joining Authority Partners, I was very certified with Microsoft technologies, and taking those exams, I often ran into those crazy scenarios in their exams where we have thousands of, tens of thousands of servers, and everyone I knew at the time, when we were discussing Microsoft exams, we were like, okay, those scenarios are not realistic. Those things don't actually exist. Like, who has like 40,000 servers? Okay, when we talk about American enterprise, those scenarios really exist. So enterprise scale projects do really exist. It's just out of the scale of what we are used to work in this region. Second thing that was a more hands-on cloud experience was also there. So just for the comparison, at the time when I was still working for the Bosnian market, my biggest client was spending around $3,000 on Azure per year. And that was like, when I was discussing it with other peers, other Microsoft MVPs for Azure, it was kind of a not really impressive number. People were talking about much, much more, and there were like at least 10 to 20,000 bigger clients for them at the time than I actually had. Now, compared to what I do today, again, the enterprise scale of the projects, my biggest client currently in Azure, that I'm leading, helping migrate everything and build solutions in the cloud, they spend around $3 million per month, only on Azure. So that's like a really different scale of the projects we're talking about. I was really there, and I had opportunity to experience how real US enterprise projects look like. In it's totally different scale of what I was used to do. Another thing that I was really impressed, and the promise was kept, not only that my work didn't interfere with my community activities, but I got great support from Authority Partners there as well. They helped me organize events. Again, they're supporting this one as well. We supported many community events together. I was always allowed to leave for certain conferences and to take some time to prepare some sessions, lectures, and etc. So I think I just wanted to share my story. I think it's bigger and better thing to do than just share some numbers and see that there's a big difference on how this scales up in those kind of environments. What I had opportunity to do. And again, all of this, working with this enterprise project, helped me grow as an expert. As a result of that, I was invited to Microsoft Ignite for 3 years in a row, where I had opportunity to present at the Microsoft biggest event in the year, with over 30,000 attendants. I was offered multiple book contracts. I published 3 books in the meantime, again, because recognized as one of the experts in the field on the enterprise scale project and etc. So that will be all for me today, and thank you.
Good morning, Bosnia Agile community. My name is Faris Racic. I'm co-founder of Bosnia Agile, and I have a pleasure to introduce our afternoon speakers. They will come one by one, and they will tell their story of their presentation, their session, and why you should actually attend their session. So we'll start with Tiago Palhotta, who will be telling us getting to yes, delivering powerful and effective sprint reviews.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for all attending. I guess I have 20 seconds? Yes. Okay, good. So for those of you Scrum Masters out there, product owners, business stakeholders, development team members, if you are used to have really, really perfect sprint reviews, then you don't need to come to my session because you're not going to get anything out of there. But on the other hand, if you have been struggling with some issues like getting constant feedback, proper preparation of your backlog for the next sprint review, some tips and tricks, then you might want to join because you might get something out of there. Thank you.
Next is the only workshop, unfortunately, we have today is Angel Diaz, Agile Leadership Development in Leadership Dance Floor.
Good morning, everyone. Well, I dedicated 14 years of my life to help organizations to change. And out of this work, I decided to spend the last 3 years compiling everything that was helpful for me in a framework that helps people to structure their conversation in order to boost the way in which they can influence change in organizations. So if you want to know more how to boost your power of influencing change, come to my workshop. See you there.
Next is Yasmin Ahmedbasic and Edin Hussein Efendic. DevOps transformation data telecom case study.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Yasmin, and my colleague Edin is in the backend, so as we like to call us front-end and backend. And you'll see how we did that in our case study, since I believe our presentation is the only case study here today. So I'm really looking forward to seeing it.
Damit Prusatz will tell us about principles and examples from scaling Agile.
So good morning, everyone. So I just recently got some kind of talk from our lady colleagues and tell us how to deliver a powerful speech. So if you want to see me failing in this one, come to 2 o'clock basically to my session, and I'll show you to do that. So principles and actually also constraints, what actually are preventing us, enabling us to scale, will be delivered there. So I hope to see you in room 2 in 2 o'clock. Not too many of you because I will be scared to present.
Tihomir Folman Popovic and Moritz Müller. Moritz is still actually en route to Sarajevo. We'll talk about don't just use an Agile lipstick. Agile is more than just a makeup.
Good morning. Yeah, Moritz is still on his way. Hopefully he's going to be here. What we want to talk about is, well, we could give a speech on Scrum or any of the other frameworks or scaling and so on, but it's actually about how do you go from doing Agile to being Agile. And we want to kind of use our experience and from the projects that we work on and kind of go through the main challenges that a lot of our clients face on a daily basis and also engage in a discussion with you based on these examples. Thank you.
Esma Ramesh will have a speech, aha moments, why people are using your app.
Actually, aha moments, not aha. Yeah, well, my turn is at 3 p.m. sharp, so be there at room number 2. I'm gonna speak about psychology behind using your products, your apps, and how it actually provides aha moments to your users.
Ena Durmishevich and Mustafa Torman, their speech is about Scrum and DevOps, better together.
I've been known to put audience to sleep, so I will be having Anna help me on this one, and we will talk about how we have implemented Scrum and DevOps on enterprise scale projects.
See you free.
Arjan de Jong, Transforming Scrum Master. The journey from joining a transformation to transforming yourself.
I'll be talking about Scrum Masters in transformations, where you get to set your first steps and give a couple of survival tips basically for those Scrum Masters. So I hope to see some of you there.
Nejat Yuzanovic will give a speech about Agile business process digitalization.
Hi, thank you everyone for coming. So, since we know there are many companies today moving towards to digital transformation, and doing so, they need to digitize their core business processes in Agile way. So in short, it's going to be more like a functioning, operating, Agile within non-Agile environment. So please join 14 to 4 this room today.
Ognjen Bajic and Ana Rojic-Ivanic will talk about DevOps transformation in Microsoft. Actually, there's a second case study.
Good morning, everyone. So I'd like to invite you to come and hear the story of DevOps transformation in Microsoft's Azure DevOps team of over 850 people. They transformed the way they plan and develop software and their treatment of their production environment. And they have achieved high levels of business agility based on continuous experimentation and exponential growth of productivity. So let's meet here 4:15 p.m. sharp.
Vildana Loya, products design possibilities in fast-paced agile environments.
Hi everybody. If you're interested in discovering what product design is, why did it actually emerge as a discipline in digital industries, and how you can get inspired by it as a product manager or product owner and use some of its methodologies and tools in order to become a strategic partner on projects or products or even services you are working on, come to my keynote or talk at 4:15 p.m. Thank you very much.
Anna Pagan, managing a product without authority.
Hi everybody. I would like to actually demonstrate the importance of product leadership. So anybody in product roles, please join my talk. Thanks.
And we call it a closing keynote. Is Ender Yükel, minimum viable psychology for agile teams.
Good morning. So you live by the agile values, you have the right mindset, you know the principles, you abide by everything, the good practices, and you want to change the people you work with, you want to improve your teams, but somehow it doesn't work. So I want to talk about why it doesn't work and what can we do to improve the situation by looking into basics of psychology. Looking forward to seeing you in the closing keynote session. Thank you so much.
We have amazing speakers who all came to share their stories. We have amazing topics today. I hope you're going to enjoy the day. And with that, I want to hear a warm welcome to the speakers once more and say this is Sarajevo.